Hi, my name is Jim Larson, and this is my first attempt at running this new Walking Beam Stirling engine. So, my second MakerWorld Stirling engine, and I think it's going to work. So, just a little bit about how it works. There will be a candle underneath for heat, and then there's going to be ice water in the top for cooling. And then as the engine rotates, there's a displacer inside here just moving the air from the heat to the cold. And when the air gets hot, it expands and it presses on this drive diaphragm. And when the air is cooling, it's drawing back on the drive diaphragm. And that's going to create the motion that keeps it going. So in order to get it going, I'm going to put ice in the top. This top pressure chamber is made from a beverage can. In the United States, it's just a 12-ounce soda can or a beer can. In Canada and Europe, it's a 330 milliliter beverage can. And the design should work with either one because the cans are cut down. So that's the cooling on the top. And now I'm going to put 3 tea light candles underneath. This is printed with PLA, which is a very low temperature plastic. But I've covered the bottom with high temperature silicone so that it will be able to stand up to the heat. And that worked out really well with my other engine. So here we go. Looks like it's going to be successful on the first try. The connecting rods are this 1.5 millimeter carbon rod. I got a package of them off Amazon for about $5. They're used in make and model airplanes and model cars, and so they're pretty easy to get a hold of at the model shops that support that kind of activity, or like I say, Amazon or other online retailers. Talked about the soda can being there. The drive diaphragm is made from a party balloon, and all of the other parts are 3D printed with the exception of one little screw that's used here as a set screw. But if you couldn't get that set screw, I'm sure you could just glue that part in place. Using the set screw gives you some adjustability so you can get the engine tuned up to run correctly. Then there's some adjustability built into the crankshaft. The journal on the crankshaft can be moved. You can swap it over to the other side of the flywheel so that it will run in the other direction. And you can also vary the distance out from the center point so that you can change the amount of motion that's happening with both the displacer and the drive diaphragm. This design is called a walking beam because of this walking beam on top. And the way I've set this one up, there's a 2-to-1 ratio between the flywheel drive and the lifting action. So for every millimeter of motion on the drive diaphragm, there's 2 millimeters of motion on the displacer. I'm very pleased with that. Hot off the presses. I publish my 3D designs on MakerWorld, and you can find this one by searching for Jim Larson on MakerWorld, or search for 3D printed Stirling engine. I have this will be my second MakerWorld Stirling engine, so you can enjoy building both of them.